And we are back here with the OKCPS Coaches Show on CBS Sports 105.3 at the Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark, presented by TTCU Federal Credit Union and T-Stone, also sponsored by Dick's Sporting Goods, Bedford Photographies, Big O's Pork and Dreams, Impressions Printing, Metrotech Technology Center, Kai's Concepts, Perry Publishing and Broadcasting, and the Rookie League Foundation of Oklahoma. Well, listen, we are playing in front of a packed crowd tonight. There's some 2,000 or 3,000 people in this arena tonight. We are so happy to be here with some incredible, unbelievable student athletes from the Classen SAS Middle School girls soccer team, ACAC champions. Student athletes, Briley, right?
Yes.
Listen, I've been working so hard on my pronunciation. Briley Glenn and Denise Nichols, and coached by Sergio Andreas. Arandez. Listen, I knew I would mess it up. I'm
good,
so sorry, Coach.
You good?
Hey, how are you guys doing tonight? Whew. That's the hardest part of my job tonight. You guys good tonight?
Yep. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we're good. We're excited and ready to be here.
Well, that's cool. So, Coach, you guys won an ACAC championship. Tell me, what was that like, and just what that experience was for your team.
It was very exciting. Last year we fell short. We were 8-2, had a great campaign, but we just kind of fell short. And I just knew with the talent that we had there that we could be right back in the AC championship game. And sure enough, we were there. So
to your student athletes, you guys, we'll start here and just go this direction. So tell me, how was that experience for you, being an ACAC champion, and just what did this season look like for you?
Yeah, I've been playing with the girls team here for this is my third year now, and we've been in the tournament every year, and now finally winning it feels really good. Like, all of my hard work, the team's hard work, his hard work, all like amounting to the win.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
For me, it's like this is my first year here, and just a brand new group of girls, and I just feel like it clicked. We just from day one, we were good. We came and showed out, and the energy stayed with us all throughout the season.
Gotcha. Let me stay with you. Tell me, how long have you been playing soccer, and then how were you introduced to soccer?
Since I was 4 years old, my mom always said that, like, she just knew that I was a kicker. So that's
she had some experience, I'm sure.
Right. That's what she says. And it's just always been something I've really enjoyed to do. It's always been a part of my life, and it's not something I'm willing to give up.
Gotcha. Denise?
I've also been playing since I was 4, just like YMCA teams, and then moving up to club teams, and then playing at school. And I really enjoy watching it too, like watching professional games, and like making the friends along the way is something I would like to keep like forever.
Gotcha. So, Coach Sergio, tell us, how did you become the head soccer coach at Classen SAS Middle School, and then what was your introduction into soccer as well?
Well, just going back 5 years ago real quick, I kind of got into coaching really by accident. The school I was at, they needed a soccer coach, and I kind of stepped up because I knew there was some talent there. And I was there at Marigold Ross for a couple years, and then I came over to Classen SAS, and the former coach used to help me out at Ross. He said to me, hey, this is a pretty good soccer program here. They're looking for a head coach. And I was like, well, let me think about it. Let me double check with the missus. And yeah, I spoke to the missus. She gave the blessing, and then I came to school the next day, and Coach Blanco was like, hey, great news, you're the soccer coach. So regardless of what I was going to say, he kind of penciled me in for it.
Absolutely.
And as far as playing soccer, first time I ever played was in Mexico. I was probably 6 or 7 years old, and we used to spend our summers there, and it was something that everybody there did. And I grew up in a neighborhood that was kind of like the Sandlot, so we played sports all the time, baseball, everything, soccer, football, fishing, wrestling, all that.
That's cool beans. So ladies, so tell me, what is it that really draws you to soccer? Like, whether that's camaraderie, but what is that thing, that one thing that really you get so much out of being on that soccer team or being out on the pitch? Get that soccer term. I'll go with you first and then with you.
Okay. Yeah. Again, to what I was saying earlier, just like the teamwork and friendships that you can make, and like at a certain point, you are able to almost like read each other's minds, and like you know what you're gonna play, and that can like connect you together like
Sure.
really strongly.
Sure. Probably.
Like she said, like just the girls, just when you're on the pitch, just the feeling you get, the groove you get into, just the mindset you have. It's just, it brings you to life.
So what is the one thing, and it could be several things, what is that one thing you think that soccer has taught you, right? Like you can say, oh, this is what I've really learned thus far in my soccer experience. We'll start with you, Brett.
It teaches you to have responsibility, balancing it with everything, and owning up to your actions a lot, especially when one move brings down the whole team with you.
Sure.
Yeah. I think it teaches like ability to like take action and like take the game into your own hands.
Sure.
Like maybe if things aren't going right, maybe you can try to like step up yourself and like lead the team to victory.
Sure, absolutely. So, Coach, tell us a little bit about what is your coaching philosophy? What does practice look like for you? And so I'll just start with those two questions. What's your coaching philosophy? And then kind of explain to us novice, what does practice look like? Because, you know, a lot of people, we don't really understand, right? Even though soccer is probably a world one of the favorite sports in the world. So kind of help us who are really getting on that train understand.
Man, that's a tough question to address. The practices are, I think, pretty simple. We go for about 90 minutes. You know, I'm a creature of habit, so we'll stretch, run, do some passing drills. And with a scrimmage, the thing that I always preach, because at the middle school level, the season's very short.
Sure.
And a lot of these girls, they've never played on the same pitch. So I always preach chemistry, chemistry, chemistry. And so that's something that I really try to focus on, because you're talking about a maybe 12-week season, and these girls have never played with each other before.
Sure.
So how do we kind of build that chemistry in such a short season? So that's kind of what we try to focus on.
Gotcha. So your philosophy, other than just chemistry, let's go this way. What do you think? Tell me the position that these young ladies play, and tell me what their strength is.
Man, like, these ladies are phenomenal. I mean, there's a reason why I brought them. Denise is the captain of our team. She's been on the team for 3 years. She's probably one of the most fundamental players on our team. The moment she gets the ball, she knows exactly where she's going with it. She definitely excels as a defender, but you could put her anywhere on the pitch and she's going to do well. And same with Briley. Briley actually started in every position, including keeper this year, and she is effective at striking the ball with her head, hip, anything. I mean, she can play. They're both gamers, like,
Gotcha.
straight up.
So Briley and Denise, it's your turn. Tell me, what do you think the greatest asset that Coach has brought to the soccer team?
I think, like, before the game, he always has this routine he has, and the girls are just used to it. And even, like, the last practice of the season, we were all huddled around the table, and it was the day before the finals, and he was like, all right, girls, it's been 30 minutes. It's time to go get to practice. And everybody was having such a good time. They were like, we're team bonding. You should just let us for 5 more minutes. And then he was like, you know what? Last practice of the season, I always say chemistry. Here it is. And he is just always willing to do what's in our best interest.
That's really good. Denise?
Yes. I think he's very strong in like listening to what we think or how we think we could like differently like construct our team or work with our teammates differently, and he's really open to like criticism or just and he'll apply it.
Gotcha. So let me ask you ladies this. As student athletes, with Classen SAS being such a demanding academic school, how is it that you balance the expectations of the classroom and on the soccer pitch? How do you do? What is your strategy to make all of that work for you?
Just like staying focused and like knowing that there's a time for like to study extra. Maybe there's a time to get a couple more touches on the ball. Just like knowing, like having accountability for different actions at different times.
Sure.
And like she said, there's always time for something. There's always time when you're laying in bed and you're restless. You could pull out your Chromebook and do extra work, or time after the game if you don't have anything to do, stay a little longer, get some touches, hang out.
Sure. So, Coach, what is it that you preach to your student athletes about maintaining such a delicate balance between that academic expectation and athletic expectation?
Well, I think you said it there with a student athlete. I always say student athlete, student comes first, and that's a specific reason for that. This is middle school. Winning's great. Winning is fun, but at the end of the day, we're in the building for academics, and so that supersedes everything, period.
Sure. If you were to sum up your championship season, give me a word, a phrase, or a sentence in how you would describe it. Ladies, be thinking about it because I'm coming to you.
Well, I kind of every year adopt like this mantra or saying, and this year, I think the first time we had a team meeting, we had about 45 players come and sign up, and there's a lot of talent in the room, and I just told the players that were there, it's like, look, don't be intimidated by the people around you, all right? Come to the tryouts, and I literally just said, show up and show out, and
Sure.
That's kind of been our mantra throughout the year, just showing up and showing out and proving that we're the best.
You know what? I think I heard one of the ladies kind of refer to that earlier. Tell me, how is it when you have that many student athletes show up? What is your process? Because you can only field or have so many. What does that look like? I had a student athlete who went through trying out for a team that didn't make it, which I'm just different. Like, you know, but what is your approach as a coach? How do you kind of keep those people still interested? Because potentially they don't make it this time, but there will be a next time.
That's the tough part, really. Yeah. And, you know, everybody says you're doing a great job coaching the team. You're the coach. But I view myself as a manager, and it's just a fact of managing the talent and putting them in situations to win. I had a player this year, shout out to Mo. She got a lot of playing time because one of our starters was essentially ineligible, and the time she was on the pitch, she really showed up and showed out. And I told her, you really proved yourself to me. She had 3 straight games with at least a goal and an assist, and that was the difference maker.
Absolutely. So ladies, tell me, what is your word that would describe your team this year? Go with you, Denise, and then
I think a single word would be resilience. And even though we have been pretty dominant in our like scoring and our on the pitch, we have had some downs, and just like fighting through those, making sure we don't just give up if we do go down. Because there was a game in our regular season we went down, and then we ended up coming back and winning 4-3. So it all worked out because we persevered and like kept going, kept fighting.
Sure.
I'd say positive, because no matter where you were walking through the halls in a normal school day, if you seen your teammate, you would at least always smile. Like, you wouldn't leave them hanging. We were always there for each other, and even the girls who had never really played before, compared to like Denise and I playing for the past 10 years of our lives, the amount they've grown and the amount we've grown together, it was just such a positive environment just as a whole.
That's cool. So, ladies, and then we'll go to Coach. Tell me the most defining moment thus far you've had playing soccer at Classen SAS, whether it was during the championship, but describe that moment. So for me, my moment really isn't a real moment, but no one knows that. I just make them up, right? Like I caught more balls, scored more points. So tell me what that moment was for you.
I'll go first.
Okay.
Well, I scored 3 headers this season.
Do they call that a hat trick? Oh, no, you did it throughout the season.
Throughout the season.
I got you.
I scored 3 headers, and I feel like the first one, it was great. The second one was great, but then the third one was during the finals, and it was within like the last 40 seconds of the game, and just the way I felt, it was exciting. There was like a spark, and it was just the way it made me feel was amazing.
Like I don't know if people really understand. Like I'm a soccer novice, even though my son played for 10 years or so. Like a header is really difficult. There's timing, and there's risking it not hitting your head, but your face. Right. But you're so brave. But that's really cool. Tell me, Denise, what is your moment?
I would say the moments leading up to the end of our final, like when we knew we had it secured, we were gonna like finally get this goal that we had the whole season. I've had with this team for 3 years, and that it was like finally achieved, and that just felt so good. We could just like relax and just
cool.
Yeah.
That's exciting. Coach, tell me, what was your moment? What was your defining moment for this team?
Man, there was a lot. It was brought up earlier that 4-3 game we lost a very competitive school, Wheeler. We basically jumped up too early, and then before we knew it, they scored 3 straight goals on us, and it was a dogfight, you know. But definitely winning all-city championship was a big moment, you know. And I'm somebody who basically is just like I'm just amazed by this young, talented team, and I tell them all the time, it's like, thank you for these moments and memories. It's like y'all are keeping me young, you know, like it's keeping me vibrant. And to Briley's header, yeah, when she got that header in the closing seconds of the All-City Championship, it was almost like a movie, because the moment the ball went in the net, she started just fist pumping and jumping up and down. I mean, she was excited, and that's one thing I love about coaching girls, is just the level of excitement, the way they push each other on, the way they cheer each other. I mean, it really is amazing.
Yeah. So a couple of questions. We got about 3.5 minutes now. So tell me a little bit of something about diet, right? Not necessarily about diet, right? That's a bad term. Like that's a diet. But tell me, what are we eating before the game? Like, what is the eating traditions? Are we, we got to eat some carbohydrates, or are you guys sitting around eating chocolate chip cookies? So what are you eating before the game? And then we'll ask Coach, what does he try to encourage you guys to eat before the game? So be honest now. If you've been eating, gummy bears all day, yeah. Hell.
We eat a lot of bananas and a lot of Pop-Tarts.
What is the nutritional value of Pop-Tarts?
Carbs.
Yeah. Sugar, quick sugar to get you going real quickly. Yeah.
Shout out to Mike.
Yeah.
Who's Mike? What's Mike?
He's our second coach. Yeah.
He's the assistant coach of the program.
Yeah. He's supplying Pop-Tarts.
Yes.
He is.
All right. What about you, bro?
I have this love for salad. I eat it every day for lunch, and it's nutrition. It's nutritious, and
is it? What are you putting in it?
I put like ham.
Okay, all right, there we go. We got some nutritional value. Cause that lettuce, iceberg, yeah.
No, well, my mom makes me eat spinach.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, so you eating the good stuff. Thanks, mommy. Coach, what do you teach and talk about nutrition prior to games?
Man, I just tell them don't load up on ice cream because there's a Brahms right around the corner. I have to get on to some of the players because
it's where I pick my daughter up. It's like the hangout place.
Yeah, no, but I have to get on some of the players because they'll like, where's so-and-so? Where's McVeigh? Where's Kate? Where are these players at? And then I'm looking around and they're showing up a couple minutes late with Brahms bags, Brahms cups, and I'm just
it's okay.
Ladies, come on.
It's a hometown restaurant. Hey, so last question. Start right here with you, Denise, and go this way. Who is it out there that you want to say thank you to for just what they've helped you to become and do as a student athlete there and win a championship?
I guess I'll shout out Demi Philippos for she's in 6th grade, but she is an awesome leader herself and just always encouraging when we make mistakes. She just it's like good try, and yeah, I'd just like to acknowledge that.
She's always in control of the game. Yeah.
That's really cool. That's cool. Anyone else? Mama, Dad, Paul?
Yeah, thanks to my mom for taking me to school and stuff, and supplying me with water.
Oh,
and
Thanks, Mom.
Good job, Mom.
Right.
I really want to thank my mom because soccer, we go out of town monthly, like to Texas, to Kansas, everywhere. And it's like our little girls trip every weekend. And it's like she's almost dedicated her life to my soccer career. And I appreciate that way more than she'll ever know. And it's just the way that she's always there on the sidelines cheering me on, whether we're winning or losing. It's amazing, and I love her.
Oh, that's really sweet. My kids have never said anything like that about me. Go ahead, Coach. Tell me who you want to say thank you to.
Man, got to start with my parents. You know, my mama's boy. I love my mama very, very much. So, yeah, she definitely done a lot for me, and same for my parents. And, man, I just have a long list of friends, true friends that have been there thick and thin for many, many, many years in my hometown of Moore, Oklahoma. So, shout out to all of them. Love you guys. That's right. Moore High, baby.
Way to go. Anybody else? Any administrators? Because I know your boss is over there. He's like, yeah, you going to say something about me? Or?
Well, I did want to say something about Mr. Thomas real quick. Yeah, you know, he's a great leader, you know, and he's showed me a lot, taught me a lot. And from the outside, I always wanted to see what made Classen SAS so special, the place it is. And it definitely starts with the leadership at the top, and then it ends with the community, especially the students. They're the ones that really make the building truly special.
No, you guys, listen, you do a great job over there. Your principal has to be one of the coolest cats. He walks to school. He has a funky hairdo, right? Like he's hip, you know what I'm saying? So, no, it is really cool. And so thank you guys so much for being here. Listen, we're getting ready to take a break, but you're listening to the OKCPS Coaches Show here at downtown at the Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark, presented by TTCU Federal Credit Union and T-Stone, also sponsored by Dick's Sporting Goods, Bedford Photography, Big O's Pork and Dreams, Impressions Printing, Metrotech Technology Centers, Kai's Concepts, Perry Publishing and Broadcasting, Rookie League Foundation of Oklahoma. Woo! Thank you. We'll see you on the other side.
Bye, everyone.
And we're back here at the OKCPS Coaches Show at downtown at the Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark, presented by TTCU Federal Credit Union and T-Stone, sponsored by Dick's Sporting Goods, Bedford Photography, Big O's Pork and Dreams, Impressions Printing, Metro Technology Centers, Kai's Concepts, Perry Publishing and Broadcasting, and Rookie League Foundation of Oklahoma. And again, we are here with the sold-out crowd. We apologize that you guys couldn't get in tonight, but those are in here having a grand time on tonight. We had Classen SAS Middle School girls soccer ACAC champions, and now we have Taft Middle School boys ACAC champions. We have Mr. Isaac Blanco and Darvin Lopez, coached by Eric Parker. How are you guys doing tonight?
I'm doing good.
I'm doing great.
That traffic was heavy out there getting into the stadium. You guys got through security. You didn't have anything on you. It's all good. We had a great time. You signed some autographs on the way in?
Yeah.
Hey, guys, how are you doing today?
Doing good.
Well, good. Thank you for being here. So Coach, let's start with you guys. You won the ACA championship. Kind of give us some perspective about what that was like. Is this your first one? And how long have you been coaching at Taft?
This is my second All-City Championship at Taft. I've been here since 2022. I was on the show in 2022 with a couple boys. It's been pretty good at Taft. It's a very rich soccer tradition, so this is the goal every year. We've only lost one game in 3 seasons since I've been coaching at Taft. These boys came in with a mission this year that they were going to win this thing, and we just did what we expected to do.
Gotcha, man. That's pretty cool. So Isaac and Darvin, tell me, how long have you been playing soccer, and how were you introduced to soccer? And then I'll ask you about this championship.
I started playing soccer since I could walk. My dad introduced me to soccer from when I was very little, and then from then it just went up.
Gotcha.
I used to play soccer back when I was little. When I used to walk, my dad introduced me too, and I quitted soccer for a long time. I think 4 to 5 years. And after that, when it came to middle school, I joined and I started going into more soccer and putting it more serious. And then that's when it came to middle school, when I met Parker, and things from there just went great.
Sure. So tell me a little bit, guys. What was your experience with this season and winning the championship? Tell me what that felt like for you, and then we'll go to you.
It was great. It was a good season. We had a good team.
Sure.
It was amazing.
It was great. Our team was just it was like a super team. It was great. We wanted what we wanted last year. Last year, we didn't get it. This year, we came when we wanted, and we worked hard for it.
Sure. So let me ask you this. Tell me, what was the defining moment? When you were in that game, what was that moment that was we got this thing this year, right? Tell me what that is for each of you, and then, Coach, you can finish that one up.
Go for it.
I'd say the moment was we really wanted this for us, because it was really meant for us. We wanted it for a very long time, and we really wanted it.
Sure.
So, and when we got it, we worked hard for it, and we got it.
Gotcha. Tell me what that moment was in the game. In the games, so in the moment, hey, you scored the goal, we were up by so many, we got this. This belongs to us.
Every game, that first goal, from there, the confidence went up.
Gotcha.
From there, we just knew we were going to win.
Sure.
It was amazing.
Gotcha. So, Coach, soccer does this weird stuff at minute 3 or minute whatever it is.
I knew we had something special at preseason when I asked a lot of them to come in to put that effort in early. We didn't touch a soccer ball until we did tryouts for the rest of the boys. When we could have, we spent that time running, working out, all that kind of stuff. So that's when I knew we had something kind of special. We went and played futsal over winter break. We competed in a futsal league. I brought all the 8th grade boys. We kind of did as a little bonding thing, and we ended up winning that too. And then just came out firing on all cylinders. First game of the year, won 5-0, and then it's just no looking back from then. Everyone in our way kind of just mark another tally off the list all season. So they had a mission, we had a vision, and
gotcha. So Isaac and Darvin, tell me, what is the one thing the one lesson that you've learned from soccer? So what is that one thing that soccer has taught you as a young man?
My lesson is to never give up and don't go hard on yourself.
Yeah, like he said, just never get up, keep going.
Sure.
Even at the bad times.
No, I got you. So, Coach, I'm going to ask you this question, and I'll ask them, what is the mantra? What is that one phrase, word that describes this team this season?
I don't want to take it from them. I know one of them's going to say it themselves, but
Okay.
Something they always say to themselves is lock in. They'll walk around whenever there's a big game coming up or whatever it could be. You know, I'll be walking down the hallways and they're like, Parker, I'm locked in. I'm like, good, you should be. That would be the phrase for this group. Every group has something different, and that's the thing that comes out of their mouth the most. So I would have to say locked in, and
Gotcha.
They definitely proved that with their work this season.
Sure. Is there another term that you guys can think of, another word that maybe describes this team for you?
Not really. We would just lock in.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. Tell me what position you play, and what is it about that position that you really enjoy the most?
I play on the right wing. I play forward. It's really going up there and scoring goals. That's
Yep.
what gets
How
me
many goals
excited.
you scored this year?
I'm pretty sure it was 4.
4? Cool.
Yes.
Cool.
Me, everywhere, just everywhere, man. But my favorite is like the defense. It's left back or center back. This year I play center back, but yeah, I scored 2 goals. Yeah.
From
Was
way
it
back there?
Nah, it was
You got up there somewhere.
yeah.
That might be offsides or something. I don't know.
We were able to mix it around a little bit with some of the games and let some of the guys that defend go up, get some of the younger guys into the game to get them experience. And he earned his keep, so we got to put him up top for a couple games. It was
Sure.
pretty nice.
So, Coach, tell me what their strength is. Like, what do they bring to your team, and how do they make it special and different?
So their strengths are, I'll start with Darvin. So I have Darvin on the right wing, and the thing I like about Darvin is he is very creative. He doesn't just try to just run past defenders. He really tries to shake defenders out of their shoes. While some coaches will be like, they'll get frustrated at that, that's creativity. Those are the little things that you figure out when you're just playing with your friends and through experience. So I never want to stifle that. He's going to find a way around his defender, whether that's making that hard run and cutting back, whether that's – he also has a really good cross into the area. I don't think he likes playing on the right wing specifically, but he does a good job on it. It's just reliable. I know he's going to make the runs. I know he's going to put the effort in. For Isaac, I force Isaac to do a lot of work at the center back position. I don't really sub him out much of ever. And it's just solely because he's reliable.
Sure.
He might step on his own laces sometimes and fall, but I know he's going to put that effort out there. I've seen him make some great tackles from out of nowhere. He's loud and vocal with his back line, and those are those little things that are just real important. These guys they're tried and true. They've played for me 2 years in a row. I know what I'm going to get from them, and I trust them to do what needs to be done. So that's my favorite thing about both of them.
So let me ask you a couple of things, Coach. You mentioned that you've lost 1 game in 3 years, right? How – so let me back up. How did you get involved in soccer, right? And then how do you maintain the motivation for these young student athletes to go 3 years and lose 1 game? Like, at some point, some complacency has to set in. How do you deal with that? So tell me how you started, because I think that'll speak toward that answer of the next question.
So I came to soccer late in life. I really didn't even start really messing with soccer until I was in 9th grade. I went and lived in Costa Rica for a little bit, and that
was a struggle. I
mean, got real into the game there because when I was there, no one wanted to play any of the sports that I wanted to play, so I had to adapt to that. And then in my hometown, an elder gentleman from Germany moved in and came to a track practice and asked all of us if we wanted to play soccer in the summer, and we said, yeah, why not? So I bring a lot of the mentality that I had in my small town sports world to Taft, and the thing about it is the passion that these kids have for the game, it's perfectly compatible with that.
Sure.
I run a very tight ship at Taft. They have to sign papers that said they're going to follow these rules. Those tryouts and those early practices are tough. They're strict, and I don't give anyone any leeway. You could be these guys, you could be the captain, you could be the best player on the team. You're still going to follow the same rules as everyone else.
Sure.
And the thing I've learned is when you put that kind of structure in place, a lot of people think they're going to scare the kids away, but you're actually really going to pull them in. The structure is good for them.
Sure.
And it has results. And the thing about it is people are seeing the results. So I came in 2022 with those rules, with that structure. We won all city. Came in the next year, same structure. We were a very good team still. And then same structure this year, another championship. They know what to expect, and it's now become the culture of Taft soccer that this is what it is.
Yeah.
You are a Taft row or you're not.
Yeah. So Isaac and Darvin, tell me what it's like now to play for the soccer team. You've lost one game in 3 years. You've won 2 championships in 3 years. What is that expectation in the hallway? How do your other fellow students kind of interact with you? And how does that make you feel, like, as you represent so much as you interact with other students in that hallway? What does that feel like?
I mean, nothing much, really.
Do your friends
No.
be like, hey, what's up, Darvin, you guys want another one? And do you feel like this sense of, like, hey, I gotta do good in the classroom. I gotta walk around and carry myself in a different way because
Yeah.
I'm representing all of this tradition that we are
Yeah, it does.
establishing.
Especially after we won ACAC on Thursday. On that Friday, everybody was congratulating it. The
Absolutely.
whole team.
Absolutely. What about you, Isaac?
It feels great. Everyone was hyped after the game, and the day after that, we're hyped. We all brought our medals. We are all hyped. Everyone congratulated us, and we gotta stay good in class. That's when we lock in, like, we in class. So when, like, on game day, we lock in a lot, so we don't have to get in no trouble, nothing bad. Just lock it till the 8 hours are ended, and we gotta do after school and do our stuff.
Sure. So, Coach, when you talk about that structure, what is your conversation with them about, academics and then and long range? Are we talking about, hey guys, are you setting yourself up to go to college, and what high school you going to? I don't know what feeder pattern that's into, but what is your conversation with your student athletes about that?
So I always look at it a little different. I also serve as Taft's site athletic coordinator, so I'm the athletic director of Taft as well, and the boys soccer coach. So I put a big emphasis on them being student athletes. They're students first, and athletics come second. You get something out of athletics, but it is there to help amplify your life as a student. Our feeder pattern is Northwest Classen High School. I work very closely with the coaches at Northwest in creating a good pipeline from the middle school to high school. The structure that I have at Taft is to prepare them for the structure and struggles of playing soccer in 6A in Oklahoma, playing for Northwest Classen, competing at a very high level against really good teams. Everything we do is to prepare them for that. The sky's the limit for a lot of them. Some of them want to go play college ball. Some of them have higher ambitions than that. Some of them want to go overseas and do all sorts of different things. So the most important thing is that in this middle school stage, knowledge of the game, understanding of the game, and trying different things out is one of the most important things we try to preach. Last year I forced a punch on the sign up for Oklahoma Promise because
and they need to.
Yeah, and they should.
Absolutely.
They don't know that, but I'm about to do that here soon too. Last year there was something in it for me, but this year I just thought it worked out so well, and I liked the impact that it made on a bunch of those boys that I'm just gonna make that a requirement every year. Season's over. All right, 8th graders, to get your FIFA and Canes party, you guys have to sign up for Oklahoma Promise, and we'll just go from there.
Yeah.
But I just want them to have options and avenues, and if this sport is something that can get that for them, then it's something. If not, they'll always have 2024.
Now, what a lot of coaches, or what we see a lot of student athletes do in this day, is specialize in a singular sport, right? They only play soccer. Do you guys play other sports other than soccer?
No, I've ran track before, but that's it.
That's it?
Yeah.
Same thing for me. Track. Yeah, just track.
Gotcha. So, Coach, what's your kind of philosophy? What do you encourage the guys to do?
I'm always trying to get them to play their stuff. There's a few of them I was like, y'all should have played basketball. And it's not so much just like the importance of trying a different sports out. I played everything from tennis to volleyball to football, soccer, everything. But I also, especially at Taft, I just want them to have these interactions with their classmates, with their peers. I was able to talk. I'm pretty good about convincing other kids to come play soccer. It's really hard convincing a lot of the soccer players to go play other sports.
Yeah.
But they all do really well. A lot of them do like the basics. I make a lot of them run cross country.
Sure.
If they're not playing outside of school, or utilize them to run track as well. They ran all city track on Saturday, 2 days after winning the championship, and don't let them fool you. They got third in the 4x8. They did really well. And the boys team got third, so they did fantastic overall.
I can imagine. So last thing, I think we got a couple of minutes left. I want to ask 2 questions. What is it that you're eating and listening to before the games? What are you eating and what are you listening to? Now, I think some of your parents over here, so if you're listening to the bad stuff, you just got to be honest and say, Mom, Daddy, I'm sorry. I've been listening to the bad stuff. Go right ahead. Tell me what you're eating and what are you listening to?
I mean, fast food.
He's eating all the wrong stuff, Coach.
No, I know. They walk
Coke.
in. They walk into the stadium. I have to tell them to drink water all the time. They walk into the stadium with this greasy pizza from down the street from Taft, like every day, and like whatever.
What are you eating, Isaac?
At Taft, after the school, we just go straight to Taco Bell. This is like right there.
Hey, I went to John Marshall back in the day, and it wasn't even Taco. Well, it was a Taco Bell and Taco Mayo, like all the time, man. So what are you listening to? Tell me this music. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure your parents are not going to know either, but they're going to know if there's some bad words in it. But tell me, what are you listening to?
A lot of Spanish music.
A lot of Spanish music, yeah. Any
who
name of artists, yeah.
Well, like Peso Pluma, you know.
Okay.
And people like that.
Gotcha. What about you, Isaac?
It's whatever, to be honest. We just play motivational songs like Fuerza Regida, Kodak Black, just a lot of stuff.
Okay. Somebody out there knows. Y'all know that? Because I don't know it. Coach, what's your pregame routine?
My pregame routine is I drink a full bottle of water. Like, I carry a bottle of water with me. I have a playlist that I listen to. It's half of what I call the Taft Soccer Boy playlist, which is songs they listen to in conjunction with songs that I used to listen to when I was an athlete.
Yeah.
But I'm usually slowing things down. I listen to a lot of 70s and 80s R&B just to stay like mellow a little bit.
See, we can hang out. Coach.
Yeah, we can. You know,
we can hang out a little bit.
Teddy Pendergast, Keith Sweat, stuff like that. Yeah, just slow things down. So.
All right, last question. Who is it out there that you would like to say thank you to that have contributed? And please thank them in your native language and all of that. I think that's really cool. So whoever you want to say thank you to. Whoever, mom, dad, your coaches, whomever.
My parents.
You got a girlfriend? No, don't say her name. Don't say her name.
My parents, my grandparents, they really gave a lot to me while I played.
Sure.
My family that came here, and my dad pushes me through a lot. I understand why. And shout out to the team that helped us got this 2024. Shout out to family, friends, everybody. My sisters, my brother-in-laws.
Sister and brother-in-laws? You got?
Sisters-in-laws, brother-in-laws, cousins, family.
Absolutely, everybody. Coach, who is it out there you want to say thank you to?
First and foremost, my wife and son. Soccer season's rough. I'm gone a lot. I'm athletic director for Taft and teaching everywhere. So them bearing with me, I appreciate that.
I see them with you too.
Oh yeah.
At the I saw you at the All City Basketball.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I brought them with me. The everyone at Taft, all the teachers and staff that support these athletes and everything that they do, my whole family, the soccer community of Oklahoma City, like, I love it. Whether it's us or whoever, I love the way the game is played here and how much it's grown.
Well, I said that was the last question. I'm going to let Isaac say something, and I got one more question about soccer in the state of in the city of Oklahoma City. Go ahead, Isaac.
I want to say shout out to my little cousin that always came to support me. He's from Texas. He came to support me. Just shout out to Levi, one of my favorite little cousins.
That's really
shout
cool,
out to him.
man. You guys are very thoughtful in the people we think. So, Coach, last question. They told me I had 4 minutes 4 minutes ago. Then they told me I had 3. There's something wrong. Something wrong with this math over here. Tell me, how do you think the energy and just kind of what feels in future and the futsal, what do you think that impact has had on soccer here in OKCPS and in Oklahoma City?
Oh man, we're a little soccer city here in the middle of the country. I think people
we're getting a new stadium.
We're getting
right?
a new stadium. I think people sleep on Oklahoma City. We have futsal
Thunder's
teams.
in the playoffs.
Thunder's in the playoffs. We have futsal teams winning national championships and going overseas. We got outdoor club teams winning national championships, competing on big stages. We have young people out here competing for U.S. spots. It's just really amazing how much a real small, tight-knit community it used to be is and how it's blowing up completely. I mean, you have schools like MacU competing for national championships every year. It's just there's also a lot of good soccer going on, not just here in Oklahoma City, but in Oklahoma across the board, I think.
Yeah. Well, listen, man, we greatly appreciate you guys. We've been listening to tonight Taft Middle School boys soccer, Isaac Blanco and Darvin Lopez, coached by Eric Parker. This team has won 2 championships in 3 years, lost 1 game in 3 years. What a super accomplishment. Prior to them, we had Classen SAS Middle School girls soccer team who also won the ACA championship. And so our hats goes off to you guys and for all the work that you do, and we hope that you continue in that vein. You've been listening tonight to the OKCPS Coaches Show, sponsored by downtown at the Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark, sponsored by TTCU Federal Credit Union and T-Stone, also sponsored by Dick's Sporting Goods, Bedford Photography, Big O's Pork and Dreams, Impressions Printing, Metro Technology Centers, Kai's Concepts, Perry's Publishing and Broadcasting, and the Rookie League Foundation of Oklahoma. Thank you so much. Be careful getting out of this crowded parking lot tonight.